Survival Driver 2 Heavy Vehicles. Screw it, I love a good driving or flying game. Options are a little threadbare. You can change the resolution, in theory, because nothing's happening. Whatever, let's just get into the game. Alright, we have 4 vehicles to pick from. A military truck, a tank, an 18-wheeler, and a helicopter. Oh, hell yeah, let's get to the chopper! Game loads in, I think. Not entirely sure what I'm looking at, and the game won't let me move. And the game crashed. Great. Alright, hopefully that was a fluke. Let's try it again. Oh, I have to click on the screen so that the game knows I actually want to play it. Now I can move, but what in the name of ass? The game's lighting textures are so messed up that the entire environment is pitch black. I can't see what the hell I'm doing. And the game crashed again. I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna fly this damn helicopter! Oh, you spawn outside the vehicle and you have to climb inside to fly. Now I understand. Finally get to fly. Shit! The helicopter lurches all over creation. It's still too damn dark to tell what I'm doing. And did I just clip through a wall? I did! I phased right through a wall! Can I clip through another? No, looks like I can't. The game crashed again! I've had games with performance issues on Steam before, and sometimes they work themselves out if you play in windowed mode or change up the resolution, but no matter what I do, this damn helicopter level crashes in about 1 minute! Think I'm gonna have to accept that this level's broken. Damn. Alright then, let's try the military truck. You use the mouse to aim a minigun that's on the roof. That's pretty cool! Oh, jeez! My car just did a friggin' somersault like it didn't have any mass to it! Man, the driving in this is a ridiculous son of a bitch! It doesn't matter what I do. The game crashes after about 1 minute. Every level, every vehicle, you get about 60 seconds before the game just shunts you back to your computer's desktop. There has to be a memory leak in the game somewhere. I tried everything. I tried changing the resolution, not touching the menu, muting the in-game sound. Nothing worked. Eventually, I even tried waiting out the memory leak's time limit, just sitting on the main menu doing nothing. I thought maybe the game would run out its bugginess and then I could continue, but no, the frickin' main menu crashed too. And there's no advice anywhere on the store page for how to fix it, just customers lambasting the developer for eating up store space with an inexcusable asset flip, and the dev hawking their other failure projects and saying the game's patched. If this is patched, the original must have spontaneously combusted your computer, because I don't see how this could possibly have been any worse. Oh look, it got even worse. The 18-wheeler's first level is a narrow-ass driving path where you barely have any room to move. It takes forever and a half of acceleration to reach any kind of decent speed, and then I hit a turn that's way too sharp to make with the shit controls, and I keel over right onto the truck's side, and I can't get up. This game is a travesty. Though in fairness, according to the comments on my Big Mother Truckers review, this is my own fault for trying to drive fast in a racing game. And the tank level isn't much better. You just drive through a narrow hall, shooting some walls and getting stuck in the ground. Not a single one of these vehicles actually works right. You'd think one would function properly just by the law of averages or something. And you gotta love the bitter irony of each level having a 90-second time limit when the game always crashes long before it's up. At this point, I was torn between the game being too broken to talk about and not wanting all my effort and time sunk to go to waste. But luckily, the game's other levels are selectable even if you don't beat the first one. So alright, helicopter level 2! This time you're flying through a tunnel shooting out walls, except the tunnel is so narrow that you're guaranteed to clip through the ceiling and to bounce and spin out all over creation. Yes, truly this is the brilliant flight simulator that gaming has yearned for. It's no wonder my PC has trouble running it. This is brilliance suitable for training Air Force pilots. Finally, someone has the courage to portray how a real helicopter flies by rolling on its side like a giant tumbleweed. A giant metal tumbleweed, with passengers that have doubtless been rendered into chunky salsa inside the vehicle. And if you ever need help puking and are too cheap to buy syrup of Ipecac, just try this level in the first-person camera. Because yes, there are different camera angles. This is pure migraine-inducing gibberish. Who would even inflict this upon the human race? The third helicopter stage has you fly out of a hole in the ground, fly past a pyramid with its corner jutting out over the chasm. Yeah, that's not how pyramids work. And then you just fly out over this tiny map with no skybox, and just gonna try something because I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is. Yep, you can fly right off the side of the map and sink beneath the game world with nothing stopping you whatsoever. This map is where I finally kinda figured out I don't think the game has objectives. Every level is just a small environment for you to dick around inside with a short time limit to try and keep you from noticing that there's nothing to do. Oh, and while screwing around on the pyramid map, I actually managed to die. Yeah, I found out that if you right-click while flying the helicopter, you fire rockets, and I shot them too close to the pyramid wall, and I exploded. And near as I can tell, there is no way to exit the game once you die. I actually got stuck on this screen and had to count on the game crashing to get out. Although I'm not sure the missiles actually do anything in the first place because I tried firing them again when I was sailing over the edge of the screen, and I blew up again completely out of nowhere. So I know it's really low on the list of problems, but even the missiles don't work. Level 2 of the Army Truck is a shitty driving course where you have to shoot through 2 walls, only you have to try and aim insanely low or else you can't get through or do anything. Level 3, you start out shooting through a wall and then I drove 2 feet and I flipped over. There's no way back up once this happens. You're a turtle and you can't get up. I did remember that you can exit the vehicles though, and what's with the tires? They're still spinning and they look like tiny black holes. No wonder everything drives like crap. Untested quantum singularity engines. And the Army Truck Level 4 is just an open space with no clue what to do. They just gave up even trying to pretend that there's a game here. You wander around until the timer stops while the game prays that you think you're just missing something so you don't turn in for a refund. The second tank level is barely even a map, and the third tank level just loads you up in a big circle with nothing to do. Nothing except testing whether or not the water does anything, and of course the answer is no. Water does not faze you at all. That or maybe it's the military's new prototype aquatic amphibious tank that can't even see water once you're underneath the surface of it. Level 2 of the truck didn't even load, it just brought up a black and white screen, and the third truck level has you drive backwards, only the level barely frickin' runs. Frame rate stutters. Oh, I'm sorry, am I getting in the way of your efforts to play, you heap of shit? So that's it, I've shown you all of Survival Driver 2, a completely broken heap of cow dung that would barely count as a game, even if the damn thing worked right. This is the shameless dreck that hacks just spew onto the store and run with the cash like pure garbage. It's Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon.